I was like just like, you know what, I want to cut my hair. I want to buzz it because I feel like I spend more time doing my hair every morning than I do reading my Bible. So I was like, I want to cut my hair just so I can show God like I want to give more time to you.
What's up, podcast?
Guys?
How we doing, y'all?
Hope you guys are doing good.
Y'all, we're
Today,
on Zoom again.
yeah, today we
That
got a pretty cool guest.
that means our guest lives a million miles away from us because we're on Zoom.
Yeah.
Elijah, how you doing, my boy?
Eliza.
Eliza.
A little tired today, but I'm here and I'm ready to get this going.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
let's go, bro.
I love your
So
shirt.
excited.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's a fire shirt.
is that one Forrest Frank's? Or
It is.
I
It's
love
the what is it called? It's Lift My Hand. I'm pretty sure that's the song of it.
Yeah,
Guy from my
fire,
yes.
bro.
yeah.
You know how the song goes?
Yeah. Lord, I lift my hands. I give
I give
all
all
the
the
praise
praise
to
to
you.
you.
Everything
Everything
I
in
am.
Hey, sing it. All
Yeah.
right.
Love that song.
Love it. Right, frankly.
I think it's like the 1500th time we've mentioned Forrest
Yeah.
Frank.
We love Forrest Frank on this podcast.
He's
Okay,
so
okay. W support. He's
yeah.
pretty good. Hey,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you haven't already, watch it. Not watch. Listen to every single song.
Yeah. We've seen him in concert twice within a month.
I saw him at Universal, but I technically did not watch him because I went there and we were all my friends did not want to listen to Forrest Frank. They'd rather listen to everyone else.
Yeah.
So we, but the entire park was at his specific spot.
Dude. Was that the Rock the Universe thing?
Yep, it
I
was
wanted
fun.
to I wanted to go down there for that so bad.
Bro. I would have seen you.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been cool.
Well, y'all, if you heard us call him Eliza, there's a fun story behind that. Elijah, do you actually remember that?
I don't. I just remember you calling me it.
We
Oh,
went to it was like Wendy's or Arby's or something. We
oh.
had went there after church after youth one night, and he they asked for his name to and when they called it out, they said Eliza, and he looked at his receipt and it literally was Eliza rather than Elijah.
Brought back my memory so quick. Like the second you mentioned that, I was like, wait. I remember I was like, Aaron, look.
It was so funny, bro.
Oh, that's hilarious. Was I there I think
You were
yeah,
the, you
yeah.
had to be.
I thought it
I
was.
don't know why you wouldn't have been,
Yeah.
but
It was
all
like
right.
all the
Well, we got an icebreaker.
Yeah.
And that icebreaker is, what was your dream job growing up as a kid? What
Mm.
did you want to do when you grew up?
oh, when I was younger.
I wanted to be the next Justin Bieber. I don't know about y'all. I wanted to be a pop singer, bro.
Oh, dreams gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. I quickly found out I can't sing
Hey,
About
or
you.
dance.
hey, somebody out there is going to like your voice, whether it's terrible or great. Somebody will like your voice.
I don't know about that.
I don't know because I've heard some people sing, and they might be a little bit popular, but I don't really think they're that good because of their voice. But I mean, somebody might like your voice.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm, very true.
so you chased that dream.
You? What about you, Christian?
Oh, mine. I know for a while it was like the most memorable one is either a monster truck driver or like one of the guys
Oh,
at
that's
those
sick.
shows that would
Yeah.
do like the stunts on the motorcycles and stuff, or the dirt bikes, I guess, like do flips in the air and stuff. I always wanted to do those. I was like, oh, that would be so cool.
Oh,
Um, and then like a cool one would be like an astronaut. I love
That's
space.
sick.
Love space so much. Some people think it's fake. Some people think that space is fake.
I thought they thought the moon landing was fake, not space.
Well, there's like theories that space is fake too,
That's crazy. I've never heard that.
because it's like
If that's true, that's wild.
when you watch like a plane go, like it goes in a weird direction, it makes it look like they're not actually going into space or something.
Dude,
But I don't know. I don't believe that theory. Anyways, what is your what was your dream job as a kid?
When I was younger, my dream job was like contradictory. I wanted to be a vet, but I didn't want to like have to take care of animals because like I can't do gore. So
Yeah.
I wanted to help out animals, but I didn't want to like help them out at the same time.
I
That was my dream, being a vet.
That's great.
I don't think I.
That's funny.
wanted to help animals,
But I didn't
but
want to
I
help
didn't
them.
want to help them.
It was just like I was like all the time I'd be like, Mom, I want to be a vet, and she's like, you know, you have to do with like blood and stuff. I was like, I don't think I want to be a vet.
Your heart was in the right place. That's what matters.
Yeah.
So,
Just didn't want to put in the work.
yeah. So this isn't part of the icebreaker, but I was just thinking today. I don't even. Oh, I was uh I was outside working and I was near our like dumpster out here at the church,
Yeah.
and I heard like a box move or something moved in there, and I was like, "That's weird." There wasn't any animals in it because I don't know how they even get in there. But I was just thinking, I was like, raccoons are known for digging in our trash, right? So, but why are we mad at raccoons getting in our trash? Because all we're trying to do with the trash is get rid of it. They're getting rid of it by eating it. So,
Because they're making a mess.
what's the problem?
I don't know about you, but anytime a raccoon has gotten in my trash, it's left trash all over the driveway.
Well,
So it's about
that's
making
not
a mess
okay.
rather
What if
than
it's in like a big dumpster though?
I
They,
don't
they just vibing. They just chilling in
I don't have a big dumpster, so I don't got to worry about that.
They
But we
usually
always
take
what?
they usually take it away. Like they make a trail of trash out to where they go.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I guess that's true. I guess that's
All
true.
about the messiness.
Yeah.
I guess that explains it.
Well, enough of the raccoons, enough of the pop star.
I hate coons.
Have you guys heard of a beav coon? Head of a beaver, rump of a raccoon. And that's the podcast, y'all.
Thanks for joining.
But y'all, we got some good stuff today. We're here with our boy Elijah. Man, why don't you give a little introduction to who you are, where you met us, where you are now, why we're not here in person, unfortunately.
Alrighty. Where to start? I'll give a short story.
Back when you were born.
Back in
So
my day when I was born in the hospital.
I was born in Winter Park, Florida.
I've
But
been there. I love that place.
wait, so like give a short testimony.
We can get into the testimony in a bit, but like, what's who you are, where you are, because you're clearly not here anymore. Unfortunately, I'm gonna cry. It's so sad.
It is sad.
All right. Well, I'm Elijah, obviously. Oh, oh no, everything's falling. All right, I am Elijah. Hello, if you didn't hear my name already or see my little thingy that says, but basically, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who loves the Lord. I am a not a sportsman. Wait, an athlete. Oh my goodness, I was like, what's the word? I'm an athlete. I play soccer, track, and I'm gonna do lacrosse next year. Also play pickle.
Oh,
Crazy at it,
pickleball.
bro. Pickleball is my sport right now.
We love
But
pickleball.
I am currently in Florida at the moment. The reason I am here is because my family has moved a lot. We've moved 8 times, state to state,
Wow.
and this is our eighth move from Illinois down to Florida. We moved because my mom did not like it in Illinois, so she was like, "You know what? We're staying in
I
Florida."
don't blame her.
Yeah, I don't blame her either.
So we came all the way back down. That's where I am right now. Sadly, I don't get to be up there with Aaron and Christian. But I met Christian a bit ago,
Mhm.
back in like maybe eighth grade or eighth or ninth grade. I am now going into my senior year.
That's crazy.
And Aaron, I literally just met last year, 2024. So I just met them both at youth group at Little Chapel Church. best youth group ever.
Oh yeah,
SDC, let's go.
love it.
So I met them at Little Chapel. Just been friends and brothers with them ever since, and that's just a little bit about me.
Yeah.
Thank you
That's
for
crazy
asking.
that we've known each other that long already.
I know,
It feels
bro.
like I've, well, I mean, honestly, it feels like I've known you forever, but yeah.
With you, Aaron.
My brother.
Uh,
Man, it's it was cool getting to meet you. And I remember you walking in and not having any hair.
Yeah. Oh man, that was
That's a
crazy.
story to tell here in a bit.
That was like the wildest thing.
Yeah.
He got you had like the biggest like real nice curly hair, and then one day he comes in no hair at all. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. So, where in Florida are you?
um, well, I'm not gonna give the specific town, but it's pretty
Yeah, that's
close to.
cool.
What is your address? Your social security?
So it's
Are
five.
you Central Florida? Where are you at?
Basically, I'm
Yeah,
about. I am 40 minutes northwest of Orlando, just a
gotcha.
little town over that way, and an hour away from the beach. So yeah, it's like just up from Orlando.
Nice.
Yeah, we go there every now and then, but it's not
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
That's where I am currently.
love it.
Yeah.
I wish I could be down there with you. I love Florida.
I mean, there's a nice trampoline out here, a swing, all that good stuff.
Hey, I'll play on the trampoline all day. Love trampolines.
We also have treadmill.
I
Lit.
think we should have an episode where we fly down there and just jump on the trampoline. We film ourselves jumping.
We're trying to convince Lainey to let us use her hot tub for a podcast in the hot tub. So now we need you to let us borrow the trampoline for a podcast on the trampoline.
Oh, dude.
Well, bro, let's hear your testimony. How did you meet God? How's he worked in your life? Let's get into the good stuff.
I mean, it's all good. Uh, but basically, my whole life, I was raised up in a Christian household, and basically that was just the main part of my my first entire part of my life, like from year 1 to 16 I was raised up in church, even though I did not like it, always falling asleep and all this stuff, but I was very religious and was very knowledgeable in my religion, and just knew a lot of things, so it was pretty like it's pretty deceiving in a lot of ways. I used Christ's name just to get things that I wanted because I knew I was able to. Uh, because it truly is easy to manipulate people if you have the name of the perfect person covering you.
Mhm.
So I was just a really big manipulator, and no one necessarily like knew me, but they knew me. Uh, so get around to my seventh move, and that is me going up to Illinois. And I'd already lived there for 2 years already, but then I moved down to Florida, stayed there for like 6 months, came back up to Illinois, and I was dating someone at the time, but whenever I got up to Illinois, my unloyalty started to kick in, and I started to like branch off to other people, and I was up there, and there was this one teacher, and me and my super prideful self back in my 16 years of age thought that I could riz up this teacher. Yeah, so I go there, right, and it was like a disaster waiting to happen because like it's a Christian school, but that doesn't mean everyone follows the Lord. So I go there, and I get there, and I started talking with her, and it went from like, "Hey, I'm here to riz you up," to "Hey, Jesus," and I got something I did not deserve at all. Like I went there to get something that wasn't holy and came out with something that I would have never expected in a billion years of living. And I left that place like after 2 hours. I got in trouble for that because I was talking too long. But after 2 hours of just talking with her and other teachers, I left there just thinking like I want to grow my relationship with God. And I really just kind of like felt like locking in a little bit, go home. And I was like, text my girlfriend. I was like, hey, like, can we like start to work on our relationship with God more and all that stuff. But me, I was a very impatient person. So like next couple days, and I broke up with them because I didn't see change. Thankfully, the Lord's been working on that patience because that would not be applicable in this new life. But uh, then that I think the night after I'd broken up with her, I was like just like what, I want to cut my hair. I want to buzz it because I feel like I spend more time doing my hair every morning than I do reading my Bible. So I was like, I want to cut my hair just so I can show God like I want to give more time to you. So I was like, "Hey, mom, can I get my hair buzzed?" And she's like, "Sure, we'll go to Great Clips or something tomorrow." I was like, "Okay, thanks." Again, me being impatient, I was like, "You know what? Nah." So I go into my bathroom, 11:30 at night, take some scissors, and I start cutting my hair because it was obviously the longest right here,
Yeah.
and I had to cut it because it was so much. And then I was like, okay, got my razor, put it down on the one guard, and started cutting. And I realized with the scissors, I cut way too low. And I was like, too late now. And I took the guard off and just everywhere. And oh my gosh, it was like probably like 3 pounds of hair. Like my head, it felt
Wow.
so lighter. Every time I did jumping jacks beforehand, hair would hit into my eyes. Bro, I was like, had PTSD while doing jumping jacks, but it hit my eyes. I was like, oh my gosh, look, I can do jumping jacks. I can jump. Bro, I was so excited. But the next morning, I was like, I really didn't want to go to school. Like, I was so confident of like, okay, I did this for God. But then I was like, I don't know if I want to like show everyone else I did this for God. So I'll go to school. Had to tell people like why I did it like 20 times that day. And then that was the day that it all started of my Great Depression. And during this 2 week span, I know that obviously some people can be like, oh, that's not a depression. Depressions last longer or whatever. But it was a depression. This 2 weeks, it was just like, I was just not myself. I didn't every time I've most of the time in my past life been able to like conceal my emotions just like because that's what guys in the world do. So I've been able to conceal my emotions like that, but this was like so much more difficult. Like I struggled to put a smile on my face every day. Every time I got home, I would just go into my room and cry. No reason at all. Nothing that I had been dealing with. It was just all of my past was just on me. Just everything. And I was just there crying out to God each and every day, just tearing up, just wondering why me? God, I just went bald for you. Why am I going through literally my own hell? Like, this is not what I want to be experiencing. So it was not fun. It was literally the worst moment I've ever had in my life. And that 2 weeks ended whenever I got my first Bible. I don't have it currently on me, but it was a Bible that my grandma sent up to me from Florida, and it got to me and is this NIV Teen Study Bible, and like there was nothing specifically. It's not like the Bible is the reason I stopped my depression, but it was just like the Lord taking me out of that situation, and He did it at His perfect timing, and I started to read in Genesis like every new believer. And then my friend Kara, which is the teacher I was telling you about earlier, she's now an awesome sister of Christ of mine. She was like, Elijah, you have to read the Gospels. I was like, no, I'm going to read through the whole Bible first, then the Gospels. Then I'll be able to have context and understand it. I got to like 27, and like most believers, they get up there in Genesis and they're like, nah, I'm not reading all of that. So I went over to I actually didn't even read the Gospels. I was like, you know what? No. So I went over and I read Galatians.
Yeah.
That's my first book I ever read. Uh, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was super excited when I came to youth group. I was like, let's go. I finished my first book of the Bible. And that's kind of just where it all started. Just my reading of getting to know God more and the prayer and all that stuff. It's still really difficult to this day, but the main parts of it has just been like where I never thought I would get out of my sin, and God in those moments of me stuck in my sin was working through me miraculously, even when I couldn't tell.
Amen.
Uh, and I've just been seeing so many things around me, and most haven't even been miracles. To where like it's gotten to the point now of like it's too good not to believe, but it's so hard to believe. Like not that it's hard to actually believe it, it's so hard to hold on to that belief and keep it guarded and not let anything seep into it and attack it. Just like today, I've been struggling to just be loving to my family. And there is a verse in Timothy I was actually reading in today, which is uh, I kind of changed the words up a little bit, but not like in a way of like untruthfulness. Actually, I'm gonna bring it up real quick. This is the verse of the day, so it's
Ooh.
not of the day. It's mixed in with it. Oop, and I'm gone.
Where did
Eh,
it go?
It's
What is the light that like the color light that's changing?
flash. That's like these little hang up lights.
Oh, those are sick.
That's so cool.
What do you mean? I have an account. Okay. All right.
He does not have an account with the Bible.
Uh, read. All right. If I go down, it says in, I think it's in the next. Sorry, one second.
Do, 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 do,
Whoa,
do,
we're waiting.
do, do. While we're waiting, spilt chocolate milk, caffeinated chocolate milk. Sponsor us, please. These things are
They're
goaded.
gas, bro.
They're gas.
Love these.
20 grams of protein, 90 calories, 0 grams of sugar, 60 milligrams caffeine. These are legendary. Please, Spilt, sponsor us. Thank you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So you won't be able to see my face, obviously. But this is First Timothy 5:8. And obviously it's a little off context, but it says, but those who won't care for their relatives, especially those in their own household, have denied the true faith. Such people are worse than unbelievers. This is specifically talking about like financial in the moment, but I also took and I was like, this is the same thing for like loving my family. Like if I am not, if I'm giving all my love to the world and then saving the crumbs for my family, I'm just as worse as an unbeliever. And it's not like, oh, let's compare. But it's saying like it's just as bad as if I were to not believe in God as me not giving what I need to my family. And in this moment being the love that God provides for me.
Come on, bro.
Mm.
Like today has just been so difficult for me. Like I felt like I was just like really standing on the Lord. And then the challenges came up and I just completely failed, just completely messed up. And like even after chatted with my dad, like, and he just gave me a really encouraging speech. I was like, okay, I got this. Like, I'm gonna go say sorry to my mom. We're gonna talk about this. And we went and said sorry to my mom, and then right after that, I got into an argument with my sister. I was just like sitting there, like, why can't I just do better? And I've been in these moments multiple times, and that's a part of my testimony of just like, and it should be a part of everyone's like you're just constantly in a season just like, oh, why can't I just do right? But I had to remind myself this isn't about me being sinless and trying not to sin. It's about me trying to get to know God more. And by knowing
Come
him,
on,
I'm
bro.
gonna, yeah, by knowing him, I'm gonna just become more like him. Just like us with our best friends. Like I've oh, I definitely become more like Christian when I hang around with him at camp. So like
No, wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I
Check out the note.
think it's both. A little bit of both.
like, oh, I start to bark. So
If you hang around me, you'll start making monkey noises. So,
oh, yeah. That's just my testimony, a little bit of everything that's happened since the spark of my life with Christ
yeah,
and today.
come on,
So,
bro.
Mm.
One thing I love that you said is like it's not about, us sinning, it's about us getting closer with God and being better.
Hmm.
We're it says in the Bible, we all fall short. We're all sinners.
Yeah.
There's no perfect person but Jesus. And so
Hmm.
as long as we are doing our best to walk like Jesus, you know,
yeah,
we're all gonna fall short. That's just the way of life. And
Yeah.
so as it's just our responsibility to follow Christ and do the best that we can. And when we mess up, repent.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
love the way that you put that.
thing. Words are a lot easier than actions, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Oh my gosh, yeah. That is very accurate.
Right.
Yeah. TW is just the message he gave yesterday was really, it honestly hit me pretty hard because I've always been terrible about reading my Bible, like
Hmm.
just so bad about it.
Same.
Um, and so he kind of touched on that a lot during the sermon. And I always used the excuse of like I just never been a reader. I never liked reading. And then
Hmm.
he's like, in the sermon, he's like, a lot of people just say that they hate reading and use that as an excuse. He's like, well, that's too bad. Do it anyway.
The conviction.
Yeah.
No.
And I was like, oof, say that all the time, actually. So, um, but yeah, it was just, it really hit me. And I was like, I need to do better because I'm still really bad about it. And it's like, I need to buckle down and tell myself that it doesn't matter. I still need to read it anyways.
Right.
But
I
it,
think like
yeah.
oh,
No, I'm done. So,
one thing like I was talking to best friend yesterday. I think yeah, it was yesterday. I'm pretty certain, or is the day before that about like how does God put up with us, bro? Like we literally like for the reading specifically, like just think about how every single time you actually sit down and read the word, like you love it. You're just like in the word, you're with the Lord. You're like, look, God, look at this. Like you're revealing this to me. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize this before.
Right.
And like you can just get like so excited for him just by reading his word. And then like that's how it's gonna feel. That's what's gonna happen. You're going to just read and you're just gonna love it. Even if it's not something crazy, if it's like the tabernacle. You still know you're gonna look at it and be like, this is God's word. But it's so hard to just get there, just open it up. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
you're sitting there like, do I really want to read it? And then I'm like, but I know if I do read, I'm gonna love it. But why don't I want to do it then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, how does God sit there and be like, just wait for us? Just like I would be absolutely annoyed. Like read, I'm reading. Like
it's
oh I
it's just like going to the gym. The hardest part is getting there. Once
yes.
you're there, the grind doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And
For
so
some reason, getting to the gym and reading the Bible are super difficult, but playing Fortnite is real easy.
Like the gym I go to is literally my neighbor's garage. It's right across the street.
yeah.
They
Well, that's nice.
and yet I still struggle so much just to go. Like
Yep.
I have 2 hours of free time. I'm like, oh, but I'm so tired. Don't make excuses. Like, what am I doing?
Amen.
Ah,
Yeah.
The gym is 2 minutes from my house. I make excuses all the time, unfortunately.
My biggest excuse for it is I'm like, well, I don't have a gym bro, which I mean I could go with you, I guess. I just
It's just so far from your
yeah.
house. It's
It's so far from my house and
yeah.
it's like, oh, I don't want to drive and then it's like I wish I had a gym bro like at my house all the time because we have a little gym downstairs. But
Maybe
yeah.
I should just move in.
Yeah, you could just move him. I'm sure my parents would be okay with that. I'm sure your parents would be okay with it too.
I know John would, but Tammy, she would not be happy.
oh yeah.
Well, man, that's such a powerful story, bro. You know, quite frankly, that was amazing.
Well,
Quite frankly,
what is a podcast episode without Aaron doing a Trump impression?
or us talking about Forrest Frank.
Or, or that. Literally wearing Forrest Frank shirt.
You both are. That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
And I'm wearing a Siesta Key, Florida shirt.
still cool.
Mhm. Not as cool as yours.
If you would have been at camp, you would have seen they're doing this thing. Um, I don't even remember what they were saying. I was told what they were saying the other day, but to me it sounded like they were saying chili. They were going like they're standing on not tables, on chairs, and they're like doing like emotes left, and right, and sometimes they do like the was it the
Sprinkler.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And one time they chose Court. They pointed at Court. They're like, "What do you do?" And he was like, and Trig whispered in his ear, and he was like, "Oh." I was like, bro, are we?
That was funny. Yeah, I don't remember what that was called either. Yeah.
I thought I don't even know. I wish I could have like a recording of them.
There
That's
probably
hilarious.
there probably is. Okay, this is a little off topic, but speaking of camp, I was ticked at camp this year because I blobbed somebody and she went flying. Like
Bro,
she
you
went,
got to blob.
oh yeah, well, that's my job.
They call me Mr. Blobtastic.
Every year I go, that's all I get to do. I literally the only thing I got to do other than blob was one water zip line. Other than that, I didn't get to
I'm
do
so sad I didn't get to come to camp. I
yeah,
had to work and I worked 47 hours
crazy.
and it was a week.
No. I wish you could have came, but no, I blobbed somebody. She went over the platform, like higher than the platform I jumped off of, and
I want to blob.
and somebody said afterwards that it was like the guaranteed blob of the day because when we're done, we go or the next day in the morning we go into chapel and they show like the video for the day before that they made, and our blob wasn't on there.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's so
The
sad.
workers
it was
literally said
terrible.
yeah,
Like,
the blob of the day was terrible. This guy went like halfway up maybe and didn't even do like anything cool. He did
Oh my gosh.
like half of a backflip, but the girl I blobbed, she did a full backflip
and
and
like,
landed like a pencil dive. Perfect.
That's so sick.
We did it 3 times because the first time we did it, it wasn't recorded. The second time we did it, it was recorded. Um, but they didn't record it. We recorded it. And so then like you got to do it again if you want it to be recorded and put on the thing. And so we did it for like a third time, and they said it was going to be the guaranteed blob of the day.
and
But it,
then they never even showed it in the first place.
yeah,
Like, they
didn't even.
doesn't matter for the day. They just didn't do it at
Mhm.
all.
Yeah, Katrina said that she heard one of the workers saying that I was like over the weight limit because it's 100 pound difference weight limit,
Yeah, it
and I
is.
wasn't. Like I didn't go over the weight limit at all.
Hmm.
And they said that I was, and that they were going to give me a stern talking to or something, but
Yeah.
they never even talked to me.
Womp womp.
I was like, "What the heck, man?"
I want a blob.
It's such a good blob too.
Yeah.
God.
I never got to go.
Mr. Blobtastic. If you get the reference, you know you know. It's from a
I
it's,
don't.
it's from a movie and he had never blobbed before
Oh.
and he was trying to riz up a girl and he said, they call me Mr. Blobtastic.
Are you talking about a week away?
Yeah.
Bro,
Is it?
Oh, that's from that.
oh, dude. Oh, that's the goofiest. But I love the what's it called? I love the what an awesome God and God only knows.
Dude, that song is fire.
I
It
need to
is.
watch that movie. I was gonna watch
It's
it.
so cringe, but it's honestly such a good story though of how he like comes to Christ.
Yeah.
He was getting in trouble with the law and stuff, and
Mhm.
then went to church camp. And the reason the camp is called a week away is because you're a week away from,
Mhm.
it only takes a week to change your life, pretty much is what they're saying.
Mhm.
But yeah, super cringe movie, but such a good story of how somebody comes to Christ. And so it's also a musical. So
Yeah, musicals are always cringy.
yeah,
Other than The Greatest Showman, that's the only good. It's not
Because
cringy.
facts.
it was like they wanted to. It was like they tried adding Christ in there, but it was overall just a romantic movie.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they had any Jesus in the entire thing because it was really sweet. Because like there was this one point, and it sounded like something that I would have said in my past, bro. He said they're like, "What's your favorite book of the Bible?" And he sat there for a second. He was like, "Ooh, I don't know
Every
this."
book.
Yeah, like I don't know any books. And he's like, "Well, every book." Like it was just like, oh, it's
I
That's
can't
pretty.
choose one. It's all of them. They're just so good, man.
the worst ever response. Oh, you love Leviticus? Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
my favorite.
Leviticus is my favorite one.
Along with Psalms, they're just like so. They just touch my heart, both of them.
Yeah. Hey man, just don't put my camp on Craigslist.
Oh wait, yes, I remember that. Oh, dude.
The kid apparently put like his high school or something on Craigslist. And so the owner of the camp told him to not put his camp on Craigslist.
Oh, bro.
I need to, okay,
Such a legendary movie, but it's the cringiest thing ever.
I gotta watch it. I need to watch it so bad.
A week away.
Legendary.
Well, anyways, we got a little off track there, but
To keep going off track, they're making a TV show about this. They're making a spinoff.
of Keeping it 100.
What?
Oh,
But yeah, I just saw on Instagram that they're making a TV show about it.
Really
Hmm. They're turning that into a TV show.
interesting. How they're going to do that, but
I don't know.
maybe it's like a more detailed, like a description of each day or something.
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
But the lead actor Kevin Quinn, come on the podcast, man. I literally was telling Elliot the other day because he sings worship music
Mhm.
and he's got some fire music.
Oh yeah,
Um, I would love to get that man on the podcast.
that'd be so
There's
cool.
two people that like, of course, you got like the Forrest Franks, the JPs, all that.
Oh yeah,
But like, I really want Kevin Quinn and Bryce Crawford. Those are my two that I'm just like, I want on the podcast so bad.
yeah.
let's get Brandon Lake up in here.
Let's get Brandon Lake. Come on.
I
Brandon Lake, Forrest Frank, JP.
Get them all.
actually met one of his good friends just randomly. I was at this. Uh, this is actually a quick story, just like how God can just bring people together. But I was at this little, just tiny little, basically restaurant. It's like really, really, really local because it's only local to my town. My town's very small, and I was there for like my little sister's friend's birthday party or something, and I was just sitting there, and I saw this dude with a cross on his necklace, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go and ask him about it. So I go and start talking to him. This dude was just chatting up with me and all this stuff. And then like he was like, you know Brandon Lake? I was like, oh yeah. He's like, oh yeah, that's one of my friends. So I was like,
That's
oh okay.
cool.
And like he was just talking about like how like he just loves his music because it opens up more to this generation. So
Yeah.
it's for but
Yeah.
it was just like it was really crazy because like out of all the people I could have met in that place, it was this one person.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in there. And two, it was in a small town in Florida. And Brandon Lake does not live in Florida.
No,
Yeah.
So I was like, pretty crazy.
that's pretty awesome.
Hey, you should give us that connection.
Get his friend on the podcast
And
and then
then
get Brandon Lake on the podcast.
Brandon, join up. Show us your new song. So,
that'd be so cool.
Yeah. Pretty lit, man.
Hmm.
But bro, it's been a blessing having you on, man. We definitely gotta run this back one day. Get it, maybe in person next time.
Oh yeah, 100%. Do you know when you're coming back up here?
I'm hoping I can possibly be up in August for best friend's birthday, but I don't know specifically if I'm able to do that. But if I can, I will.
You are. You're able to.
I hope and pray you do because I'm so sad I didn't get to see you
I
this
will.
time, dude.
I will pay for you to.
That's what happened this time.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's the best way to do it right there.
Uh,
I was so sad that I didn't get to see you, dude.
yeah. Well, I got blisters on my feet from playing Gaga ball with no shoes on.
Jeez.
Barefoot, no socks, no shoes.
What a G.
This kid
What
had
a
to lift his legs like
legend.
this big on his
It-
feet.
yeah, it's really bad. But because of my blisters, I was not able to come and play pickleball. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
well, maybe next time I'm up there, we'll
Yeah,
go.
we didn't end up playing pickleball.
Uh,
I think we were like all super tired or something. Like,
mm.
no, me and Brock were super tired.
Yeah.
But you might have.
Well, Brock, wait, what day was that? Oh, Brock came with me to the park after we went to Tequila's.
Hmm.
Yeah, because he was with Cassidy. Yeah, he was like, spoiler, but Brock was, he's like, hey Elijah, do you want some ice cream? I was like, no. He was like, he grabbed my around my shoulder. He's like, you want to go get some ice cream? I was like, no. I
No.
was like, I'm going to the park, bro. Like, I'm going to the park. And he was like, are you sure you don't want ice cream? And I sat there for a second. I was like, bro, why is he on my butt about ice cream? And I was like, Cassidy's gonna be there. And I was like, you can go grab ice cream, but I'm going to the park. And Cassidy and Addie, he's like, you guys want ice cream? Cassidy's like, I'll get blah 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 blah. And she got her thing, and then they ate their ice cream at the park. But
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
I
that's what.
was headed to St. Louis for the Cards game.
Woo. Did they do good?
They lost.
They did.
Yeah.
But it was a good game. Got to see Shohei Otani, the GOAT, play.
Oh
So,
yeah.
it was pretty sick. but I didn't get to see my buddy Eliza. Yeah.
Sad.
Alright.
Yeah, you better be up here soon so that we can do this in person. But
It would be fun. Next time I'm up, I will definitely see you guys if blessed with all that goody goodness. And
Oh yeah.
but I'm gonna cook you guys in pickleball, bro. Whenever I was playing with Kyle,
Uh-uh.
when I was playing with Kyle that one time, oh, I was so bad, bro. I have spent about, hmm, I'd say about 3 whole days in total, ever since I'd say mid school year. So in the span about of 4 months, I spent about 3 days total, like 36. Wait, that's not 30. 72 hours playing straight pickleball.
That's
wow.
legendary.
Yes,
That's
no
what's up.
work.
Well, one time I was playing with my cousins. They didn't at the time they didn't play a bunch, but they played every now and then. And I 1v2'd them and destroyed them. It was like I think they had 1 point and I beat them with 21 points. So I don't know about you, but I still
I'm,
think
I would cook you
we'll beat you.
guys.
Yeah, we'll beat you.
Guys up in the spirit.
No, we finna cook you. We finna put you in a pot and just stir it up. No, 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 no.
Just be ready. Just be ready. It's gonna happen.
We'll get some practice in here soon.
We just need an ender pearl down to Florida and
Let's see how far we throw it.
ender pearl. And then we can use a crafting table,
And craft the best pickleball paddle.
craft the best pickleball paddles, and we can go to the village because these guys, they're the villagers and they love crushing loaves. And then we can we can go into the nether.
Really?
The nether.
That's where the best pickleball players are.
Hmm.
Another.
And then we can find a chicken jockey and beat the crap out of it with a pickleball paddle. Dumbest movie ever.
Okay. I disagree, but we're not going to do it.
But man, we appreciate you, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a blessing getting to talk to you and hear your story.
Yeah.
So
We miss and love you so much.
I love you guys too.
it's been great, man.
Oh, yeah.
So hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We got a lot more amazing interviews coming at you. Next week we've got a solo episode. We're just gonna kind of do another sit and chat, kind of chill episode, and just catch up with y'all 100 listeners. Yo, keeping it 100 fam.
Oh, yeah.
But hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
You mind if I pray us out real quick?
Absolutely, brother.
All right, let's bow our
Wait,
heads.
you do mind?
Uh, Dearly Father, I just want to say thank you so much for this blessed time, Lord, and just this blessed day. Lord, just thank you for who you are. Just thank you for being so faithful. Just thank you for being so merciful, even when we're not perfect, Lord. Thank you for being so kind and loving, and so just as well. Just thank you for being you. Lord, I just want to say thank you for all the things that you've done for us today, and just bringing us back to your forgiveness and mercy each step of the way. I'm asking that for the rest of this night that you just bless me, Aaron, and Christian. Allow us to just be able to live more for you, even in the short few hours that we have left. And also for everyone watching this, that they just be blessed in your name, Father God, and that they just be able to see more of your glory and see who you are and love you more. And just thank you. Thank you, Father, for being such a great Father. You're so good. You're so worthy. And we thank you forevermore, Father God. In your precious, mighty name I pray, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen, brother.
Oh, the hair. All right. I love you, Ton.
Love
And
you,
thank
brother.
you. All right.
Y'all stay tuned and make sure
To
to
keep
keep
it
it
100.
100. Let's
Woo!